These are the top 3 credit cards for beginners or anybody looking to rebuild their credit. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Mike the Credit Guy, the biggest. If this is your first time here, make sure to hit that subscribe button. That way you find out every time we drop new content, you're gonna hear about it first. We talk about everything credit here. Credit cards, credit repair, travel, everything you can think about with credit. So make sure to hit that like button. That way this video goes out to way more people and we can reach more people talking about the best 3 credit cards out there. Now, in case you didn't know, I am the owner and founder of Limitless Culture. We created the most advanced DIY program in the industry. For $55.99 a month, our system will create custom Metro 2 attack letters, attacking specific negative items, inaccurate items, and your personal information on your credit reports. Our system creates these custom letters, emails them to you, you print them, you mail them out certified mail, and you're done. It's just that simple. You don't have to do modules or do any master courses or join any Facebook groups, okay? All those antiquated processes have been crushed and killed, okay? We don't need that anymore. We don't use any templates, imagine that, okay? So, link is going to be in the description for the DIY program if that's what you're looking for to work on your credit. On today's episode, we are going to talk about the 3 best credit cards to help you rebuild your credit with. If that's what you're looking for, guess what? You came to the right place. Let's get into it. Rule number 1 when you're starting to work on your credit, stop applying for just any credit card, okay? You want to stay away from those credit cards that are asking you for large deposits and they're not telling you that they're going to graduate you, okay? Now, what I mean by that is if you give a security deposit to a credit card company, $250, $500, you want to know that there is a path to graduate the card to an unsecured card. So right now it's secured, but you want to know that there is an actual clear path to becoming an unsecured credit card. This is one of the biggest mistakes that people get. They go out there and they get those Open Skies, those Credit Ones, those First Premiers. Those are not ideal credit cards that you want on your credit profile. There are much better products. There are 2 products on this list that I'm going to talk about that a lot of people don't know about that can stay on your credit profile and they don't look horrible, okay? They're not low limit credit cards like $200 and $500, maybe $800. No, let's not mess with those credit cards. Let's not mess with credit cards that have annual fees that give us nothing in return, okay? Like, as an example, a Credit One credit card, okay? Now listen, I started off at the very bottom. I didn't know any better when I was 26, 27 years old, and I had a First Premier and a Credit One, okay? Let's just get that off the table, all right? I made a really bad mistake, and I don't want you to make those mistakes anymore. So, as an example, the Credit One credit card, if you don't use a credit card, guess what? They're going to charge you a monthly fee. First Premiers, Open Skies, they all do the same thing. So you can keep the card open if you want to, but you're going to pay for it. It may rack up to like maybe $40 a month. $40 a year, something like that, but it's still charging you something for nothing. All right, so let's get into it. The first one on the list is going to be the Cred AI credit card. Now, I'm going to give you a couple of pointers about this credit card, and then we're going to go to a full review, okay? So, first thing on the list to understand about the Cred AI credit card. This is, in fact, a 100% secured credit card, but wait, okay, wait. I'm going to tell you the rest. There's no hard inquiry to see if you are approved, all right? And the best part about it is it's not going to report as a secured credit card. It's going to report as a regular credit card to all 3 credit bureaus, okay? And it's going to report if you put $100 into this account just to secure it, it's going to report a $1,500 line of credit to all 3 credit bureaus. This is amazing. And there's no annual fees. There's no fees. Did I say it again? There's no fees. So you can keep this card on your credit file as long as you want. It does not look bad. It does not cost you anything. It's what I call a lifetime free credit card, okay? So this is going to help you reestablish your credit and get you back on track. So let's do a full review and go to their website. All right, so here we are, ladies and gentlemen, the Cred AI credit card. You're better than your bank. Okay, now you can use this at the Apple Store or on Google Play. All right, so for all my Green Bubble Android friends out there, you totally apply for this also, okay? Now, let's scroll down. Let's read a little bit about the card. With the Credit AI guarantee, you never pay fees or interest, never overspend, and build credit automatically. All right, now here's something awesome. You can get your paycheck up to 2 days early if you do direct deposit with them, is what I'm assuming, okay? So that's pretty awesome. This is why I love it, because you're building credit and you're using it like it's a debit card, okay? And let's say, for instance, you put $100 in this bank, you can't use more than $100. You just can't. So once you're done with that money, you're done, okay? So you can't overspend with this and put yourself in a bad situation and get yourself in debt. For people that really need to work on their credit, this is perfect. Now remember, I believe the minimum is $100 to put into this account. I think the maximum is $10,000. No matter if you put $100 or $10,000, it's always going to report a $1,500 line of credit to all 3 credit bureaus, okay? You can't beat that. You really can't. So you can also create stealth cards, okay? So you can protect your account and lock the card. You can block any types of transactions, okay? It's funny. So stealth card is for more sketch transactions like ordering pizza over the phone, corn sites, or signing up for free trials. Regenerate stealth card when you feel unsafe, or use them in high security mode for ultimate protection, okay? So this is something that's pretty sweet. So you get no hard inquiry to see if you're approved. It's going to report as a regular credit card to all 3 credit bureaus. If you put $100, it's going to report $1,500 to all 3 credit bureaus. And it's going to give you a cool, dope metal card. There's no fees. What more could you ask for? This is a great credit card to add to your wallet to start rebuilding credit immediately. You just can't go wrong. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. That way you find out every time we drop new content, you're gonna hear about it first. And also, drop some comments in the comment section of any specific things you want me to talk about, any questions you have about these credit cards. Don't be afraid to drop any data points also if you have these credit cards, something I didn't cover. So everybody can help each other build a community here, okay? And hit that bell notification. That way you find out every time I go live, you're gonna hear about it first, okay? Now, if you're looking to work on your credit, we are a full service credit management company. We created the most advanced DIY program in the industry, $55.99 a month. Our system will create custom Metro to attack letters, attacking negative, inaccurate, incomplete items on your credit reports, including personal information. We'll email them to you. Our system will email them to you. You print them, you mail them out certified mail, and you're done. It's just that simple. You don't have to learn any crazy modules, learn any master classes, or join any antiquated Facebook groups. As a matter of fact, we're going to give you exclusive access into my new app that anybody that joins the DIY program is going to get for free, okay? It's included in the program once you join the DIY program. Links are in the description. We also offer a full service Metro to Attack program, a full service pre-litigation program that is designed to get you a free legal review, and an identity theft program also for people with identity theft issues. Link is always going to be in the description. And as always, last part's the most important. Next up on the list is the pedal card. I'm gonna put it up on the screen here so you can see it. Now we're gonna give a quick brief on it, then we're gonna go deep dive into the full review of it. So the pedal card. Now this card, there's 2 different ones. It's the pedal 1 and the pedal 2. Now you can use their link to see if you are pre-approved, okay? Now the great thing about this, there is no annual fee for this credit card. That's rule number 1, okay? Now you can see if you're pre-approved without any impact to your credit score. That's really important, okay? Now pre-approval does not mean that you are going to get approved. Remember that, okay? People always forget that. Now, there's no credit check required. Now, but once you do accept the offer that they offer you, there will be a hard inquiry, okay? So just understand that. Now, these range all the way from $300 all the way up to $10,000, okay? There's different rewards for each one, the pedal 1 and the pedal 2. So let's go ahead and deep dive into it real quick. All right, so here we are, ladies and gentlemen, the pedal card, making credit history. Welcome to credit, no experience necessary. This is a great card for beginners, okay? Because there's 2 different cards that they're gonna offer, the pedal 1 and the pedal 2. Now listen, I got this card a long time ago when it came out to see how it works, and it's pretty awesome. It's not the most frills and thrills credit card, okay? but this is why it's great for beginners, okay? Or people trying to rebuild their credit. This is why I like the pedal card, okay? I tested it out. I believe I have an $8,000 line of credit. Now, here's the two differences, the pedal 1 and the pedal 2. Now, when I got the card, I first was given the pedal 1, and then later on, I think it was like after a year, they graduated me to the pedal 2, raising that credit limit, which is awesome, okay? So it's interesting how they do that. I didn't ask for it. They just did it after a certain amount of time, okay? So let's look at the differences. Both of the credit cards have a 0 annual membership fee. Great, okay? That's how it should be. Now, here's the thing that kind of threw me off about the two cards, but it's not a bad thing. Now, the cashback rewards 2 to 10% at select merchants with the pedal 1, and then 1 to 1.5% cashback on everyday purchases and more offers. So that basically means everything you use it at, okay? Now, the pedal 1, they do $300 to $500. I mean, $5,000. $300 to $5,000 is a credit limit. And then the pedal 2 goes from $300 to $10,000, which is really interesting because was it $5,000 or $6,000? I don't remember. It's been a while. But they started me off with the pedal 1, then it went to the pedal 2. Now, of course, the interest rate is going to be variable. Now, listen, I don't talk about interest rates because you shouldn't be paying any interest. You should be paying your balances off in full every month. And if you do that, guess what? You pay 0 interest. Those interest rates mean nothing. Now, here's what I like the most about the pedal card. After you've been using it for a certain amount of time, they have these little, it's called path to a credit limit increase, as you can see right here on both of the cards. So if you use the credit card for a certain amount of time, you get like this little reward thing. And for each reward that you go and you hit, it's going to tell you like, oh, you're almost there, okay? And then you get a credit limit increase, which is pretty cool. So there is a path to a credit limit increase. You don't have to, wonder, when is it going to happen? Is it going to happen? So let's go over here. So now here's what I'm talking about. You have to link a bank account. They're going to look at you and it says eligible applicants can leverage their bank data quickly and securely during the pedal application. Show off financial history. Pedal can look beyond just a credit score and consider responsible spending and saving behavior, okay? Unlock the best offer available. With bank data, we can extend the best possible offer even to those who otherwise be declined on a credit score alone. So this is really important for you guys to understand. Just like the Credit AI card, they're going to hook it up to your bank account. That's going to give them the data that they need. You have to be financially responsible as you're moving forward with your credit. This is a great example of why you want to be financially responsible. Because when you're trying to work on your credit and you're rebuilding, these credit cards are designed to help you, but if you're not managing your finances properly, you're still going to get declined, okay? So it's all about that cash flow and how you're using your money in your bank account. So we talked about this earlier. Take control with credit-friendly features. I'm a huge fan of this because it helps you maintain and understand how to use your card properly, understand the path to a credit limit increase, okay? With the LEAP program, earn a credit line increase in 6 months by making qualifying on-time payments. It's all inside the app. It's a very simple app. I like it. It's very simple for anybody to use, okay? And it's going to tell you right there, current credit limit. And it's going to tell you, stay on track to unlock your credit limit increase, which is great. It's going to tell you your credit score, but it is a Vantage credit score. It's not a FICO score, so just remember that. Find cash back near you. Earn 2% to 10% at select local and national merchants. So as you can see, the different merchants that they offer there. So that is how the pedal card works right there. It's pretty much all summed up in one little review here. So you can use this to help you start rebuilding. I'm a fan. I have it in my wallet. It's one of my oldest credit cards. Well, not oldest, but I've had it now for 3 years, I think. I think this card's been out for 3 or 4 years, something like that. I'm the guinea pig for our company, so I know how all these credit cards work. All right, so yeah, there's number 2. All right, so the last one on the list, you need to do this in a staggered formation as I presented it to you. So first the Credit AI card, then the pedal card, and then the Discover It card. Don't try to get all these 3 cards at the same time, okay? This is the biggest mistake that people make. You want to build that positive payment information, keeping that utilization low with your Credit AI card for about 6 months, 6 to maybe 12 months, and then go after your pedal card. Do the same thing with the pedal card, and then go after the Discover It card. Okay, oh, what did I say? Yeah, the Discover It. Let's put it up on the screen. Okay, the Discover It card is one of the most popular and best cashback credit cards in the industry. But we're going to be talking about the secured version, okay? Because you may not qualify for the unsecured version yet because you're working on your credit. But the Discover It secured credit card is one of the best secured credit cards besides getting a secured credit card from a credit union, because they will graduate this secured credit card to an unsecured credit card. It's one of the very few in the industry left that actually does that besides credit unions. So let's jump into it. All right, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen, the Discover It secured credit card. See if you're pre-approved. Now, remember, as it says, there's with no harm to your credit to check. There's no hard inquiry to see if you are pre-approved. Now, if you are pre-approved, it does not guarantee that you are going to get approved. I want you to remember that. Okay, it's not the same as the American Express Apply with Certainty where they tell you you are approved. Okay, the pre-approval means that they have pre-approved you, and then they will run your credit once you move forward and you accept whatever offer they give you. Now, the best part about this is there's no annual fee, okay, and no credit score required to apply. So a lot of times you can start with this card first and see if it works out. But if you don't get pre-approved, then you can go straight to the Cred AI credit card first, okay, and build that credit history up first, and then go after the Discover It secured later. That's why I say try to do this in the very end. But if you're trying to do it in the beginning also, it could potentially work. It's really weird, man. Discover is a very tough bank to join. It was one of the ones I joined later on. I think it was like last year's when I joined it. Finally, I tried one time a long time ago, and I didn't get pre-approved, and I was like, why? How is this even possible? I think it's because of the large amount of credit cards that I have. That's the reason why I didn't. And then one day they just sent me an offer. I was like, okay, all right, this is pretty interesting. And I shot my shot, and they gave it to me. So they gave me a $6,000 credit card, and their cashback credit cards are some of the best in the industry, okay? So now let's go ahead and cover this. So remember, you can see if you're pre-approved with no harm to your credit to check, okay? That's part number one for you to understand. Now let's see how the Discover It secured credit card works for you. So you're gonna get a real credit card with no annual fee, okay? You provide a refundable security deposit when you apply. Your credit line will equal your deposit amount starting at $200, okay? Now, your secured credit card can help you build credit responsibly. Now, here's where it gets really great. After 7 months, we begin automatic monthly account reviews to see if you qualify to convert to a standard unsecured card and get your deposit back. While you are with Discover Bank, use the credit card frequently and responsibly and pay it off in full. If you do not pay it off in full, it will take you longer to graduate and get your deposit back and get you an unsecured credit card. Use it for your everyday expenses, like your cell phone bill, your car insurance, your groceries, cell phone bill, your internet, cable, your Hulu, your Netflix, all those things that you can use, okay? Now, here's the kicker, okay? After 6 to 8 months, they're going to review it and give you your deposit back. I mean, they're clearly saying 7 months, but I've seen people graduate in 6. But 7 months is pretty standard and above, okay? So remember, use it, pay it off in full, do not carry a balance. The longer you carry a balance, the longer it's gonna take you to graduate, okay? Now, a secured card with real rewards. Now, this is the crazy part. There's not very many secured cards that offer this. I don't think there are any. 2% cash back at gas stations and restaurants up to $1,000 combined purchases each quarter automatically. So every 3 months, you can get up to $1,000 in combined cash back. 1% cash back, earn unlimited 1% cash back on all other purchases. 2x cash back. With cash back match, get an unlimited dollar-for-dollar match of all the cash back you've earned at the end of your first year automatically. Man, this is why this is the #1 secured credit card in the industry. There's no other credit card that's going to do that for you. They're going to match you dollar for dollar of your cash back rewards that you earn for your first year with them. This is amazing, and you're now officially in the Discover family. Being in the Discover family, it's one of the top 5 banks that you want on your credit reports and on your credit file. So this is why it's really awesome. They're going to report to all 3 credit bureaus, help you build that positive payment history, no annual fee. What more could you ask for? This is why the secured credit card, okay, with the Discover It is my #1 pick and my #1 favorite. I hope you got some value from this video, and make sure to watch the video that YouTube is going to recommend to you next. It's one of my other videos, okay? And as always, subscribe to increase your credit score.